Hello and welcome to Mr. Rutschman. Today I have a presentation to show you my career project. My career is network engineering. As a network engineer, it is my job to establish and maintain network performance by building a network with configurations and connection. If people have problems connecting to the server that I am in charge of, it is my job to use remote connection to solve their problems. My first choice for my career is to be a network engineer. They set up LANs, which is the anagram for local area connection. They use these in small businesses to connect multiple computers. They use WANs, or wide area networks. They would use WANs in more of an international company business. As network engineer, my job is to ensure that all people that are supposed to be connected are connected, and the ones that aren't supposed to be connected booted off. For my second career choice, I wanted to be a computer IT and network administrator, so I could solve problems and update the software of the most some of the most fun things in my opinion. My third career choice was to be a broadcast technician. I wanted to be a broadcast technician, but I thought I could do something else that I would enjoy just as much. For my opportunity cost, I gave up a nice sports car for a more efficient car. I also gave up a furnished house that I rent for a cheaper renting place. For my three incentives, my positive, my vehicle, half the insurance is paid by the company, and I get to be around technology. For my negative incentives, I have to pay more for taxes, but I'm single. I have to keep up the vehicle maintained and that is provided to me. I have to pay for taxes for the vehicle as well. For my spreadsheet data, on my spreadsheet you can see that all my data that I thought that the items that would cost would actually be a lot higher than what it really was. It wasn't exactly right on my choices either. Mr. Woodward was actually a lot closer than I was. I had to figure out my taxes using the FIT table and the SIT table. On my pie graph, you can see all the daily budgets as well as my taxes. Taxes should cost around 1.45 of my budget, and amount of medical insurance costs for around €22 amount. I spent $20 for my toiletries, so that adds up to 1%. I spent around $250 for my fuel, and the taxes are also included, and that is under the category transportation. I have to get a school loan for 240 months or 20 years, and the cost of my college is $71,100. And I would have to pay that back around $300 a month. And for my car loan, since my car is $23,233, I would have to pay around $296 back. For my resume, I went to college at ITT Technical Institute for a bachelor's degree in network communications and network administration, which are the necessary degrees needed to be a network engineer. Since I am a recent graduate, my schedule is very flexible. I also had some previous experience for that job because I worked for Coke Industries by a nice man named Robert Harris. I also worked for an intern at Shelby Industries for a year. So all those work experiences are what makes me qualified for the position I'm applying for. And since I worked for Coke Industries, I wrote back to Robert Harris so I could get a job. For my letter of application, I wrote back to Coke Industries. His name is Robert Harris. The company helps with chemicals and related products, as well as making longer-lasting asphalt, chemicals, and other related products. What my job would be there is to make sure that all their connections are connected to the warehouse and to the main business, that it keeps maintaining the performance that it's needed. For the resources for this career project, driveyourlife.org. This website purpose was to help us choose which career we should do our project over. RogueUCC.edu. This website was to make sure that we wanted this career that we chose. CaliforniaCareerCafe.org. The purpose of this website was to make sure that this would be fitting for our personality. JobOutlook.gov. The purpose of this website was to help us find out what kind of personality we have and whether or not it fits that career we picked. StuartCoopercorn.com. This website was used in the process of to find out what our personalities are. Like, do we work with kids? Do you like working by yourself? Do you work as a group? Or do you work by example? Can you figure out complex problems by yourself? Now, the first of the two articles that I picked, it was titled Network Engineering. It came from a website from a network administrator at webopedia.com. In this, it kind of explains what are the qualifications needed, as well as what kind of schooling you would need to be able to do this line of work. The second article that I picked came from Ericsson Network Engineering. This is actually a company around Chicago area, and they work on building and expanding communications in that local area. And they kind of go over what are their expectations for working in that company, as well as how many years. For them, you actually have to get a master's degree in network engineering. In conclusion, thank you for watching my presentation and taking time out of your day.